Welcome everybody into this new video of Tax Express. Today I'm going to be showing you how to connect your own custom domain directly inside the Shopify. This gives you store professional looks, builds brand recognition, and makes it easier for customers to find you. So to get started, you might be understanding why you use a custom domain. Well, it's training your brand identity, looks more professional, it's easier for customers to remember shop, and it improves your store searching engine optimization. Because, for example, if I have an online store called I'll use the E for myshopify.com and all of this code, basically nobody's going to be watching this, and it's going to be really hard to create a CEO branding and all of that. So creating a branding is really important. We have talked about that into our videos. We're not going to be focusing into that today. So the first thing I want to be focusing on is into finding the right URL domain. In my case, I'm going to be using Namecheap. Namecheap is one of the greatest place to purchase a domain directly here. For this particular tutorial, I'm going to be using one of these domains that I have used a lot, and this one is called, in this case, for example, Ixana. So the first thing I want to be doing here is to locate your domain, right? Where you have purchased your domain and where you have access to your domain. Once you have access to your domain, what I'm going to be focusing on is into my advanced DNS. The advanced DNS is where you can edit and choose your templates, where you can just add in your own elements, of course, and where you want to redirect this website. Really important to find that out. So once you find your domain with your advanced DNS, just click in it, leave this as it is, and let's go back into Shopify. So basically what you need, of course, is a Shopify store and erase your domain. So we do have this both elements, right? So let's connect this with the Shopify. So once you are logged into Shopify, you want to focus into your online store. I'm going to close this. And inside your online store, I'm going to defocus into my domains. So if I go for settings, I'm going to click into domains. And inside the domains, I'm going to click this once again because we are into the wrong domain. We have the option that says connect existing domain or to buy a new domain. Let's click into the option that says connect an existing domain. And here should be asking you to enter your domain. So in my case, it should be ixana.store. And I go back and I go for next. There we go. Once I have done this process, you can see that we are now this element that says domain status. So it's going to be asking us to add this new DNS record. So we needed to enter and update the DNS records directly into our store in order to continue. So in this case, it has recognized that we are using Namecheap, which is really great. Now for this, I'm going to copy this into my clipboard. I'm going to go back. I'm going to add my new record. For example, it's going to be asking us an A type at this value. So A type, here's at, and the value is here. I go for save my changes, and the next one is CNAME www, and this is my value. So in this case, CNAME www, and this is my value. Just in case that you have already, if you already have elements, for example, you already have a CNAME with a different value, when just delete it or just update it with this new value of the Shopify. Once you have done this process, you can go back, choose the option that says I have updated my DNS records. And basically Shopify is going to be looking out for these DNS records into your domain. So this might be taking a few seconds. Sometimes it take minutes or even hours or even days, full days. But in our case, it does recognize it really easily. Now the TLS certificate for secure connections are going to be added automatically. It might be taking 5 minutes for it, but basically my DNS on my domain should be added in no time, really easily. So just save your changes, hit into view, and make sure that your store is now been live. Now currently we do have, for example, this weird code .shopify.com. So it might be taking just a few minutes till we can see that we have now ixana.store already been enabled. And in my case, of course, the TLS certificate worked correctly. So I can go back, here's my domain, and make sure that the domain type should be my primary domain. Now we can go back and we can try to reload my page or just go for ixana.store And let's see if this one redirects us into our website, xana.store. Basically, it does help us, and it does really well. So of course, what I need to do, of course, is to just add an actual plan, delete my passcode in order to continue. But basically, my store is now been linked into Shopify. So Shopify typically provides a free SSL certificate. Just wait till this process has now been successfully done, and you're actually good to go. So connecting this domain is going to be really great for professional online presences. You can make your store easily accessible and build trust with your customers. So if you find this guide helpful, guys, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to TechSpress for more Shopify tips and tricks. If you have any questions, you can let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. And hopefully with those things being said, we can all see you next time. See you soon.